Yes, hello. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Magandang umaga at nandito na naman tayo sa episode natin ng ah, What's in Store for the 12 Animal Signs in 2023. Ngayon ay January 16, 2023, 9 a.m. And paumanhin pala dahil last week ay na-miss ko na makapag-live. So many things happened and we missed the opportunity to go live last week, last Wednesday yon. Kaya ang mangyayari, itong episode natin ngayon ay kung ano yung dapat na episode para dun sa last Wednesday, ngayon na natin gagawin. Tapos lalagyan na lang natin ng diskarte on how we can meet yung ano to, how we can complete all the 12 animal signs before the Chinese New Year. So probably this coming Wednesday I'll be tackling 4 animal signs para mas makumpleto natin para makumpleto natin yung 12 animal signs natin prior to the Chinese New Year coming in. Although, alam naman natin lahat na yung sa Chinese New Year natin, dalawa. Dalawa yung Chinese New Year na isa-celebrate natin a few days from now. One is yung Chinese New Year para sa festival, which comes in January 22. Okay, kaya nga kailangan matapos natin prior to January 22 so that prior to the festival of Chinese New Year, we've already completed all the 12 animal signs. And whatever animal sign you have, whether it is your animal sign on your year pillar, month pillar, day pillar, or hour pillar, uh, at least you can browse to the different videos that we have. We've been discussing for the past 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And if you notice that, hey, we'll be discussing 2 animal signs today, the rooster and the dog. And if you don't have a rooster or the dog in your natal animal signs or in your natal chart, you might want to browse through the previous episodes that we've had. Because all the other episodes are available in my Facebook account, in this Facebook, and on the YouTube account that we have. So you can just browse through them and check the animal sign that you have. Now the question is, what is your animal sign? How do we know what your animal sign is, and how do we make sure that we know what your animal is? Okay, so yun yung gagawin natin ngayon, yun yung i-discuss na natin ngayon. uh, Tingnan muna natin, how do you know first what your animal sign is? Paano mo malalaman? Ano nga ba talagang animal sign mo? Before we go through that, you might want to subscribe and click the notification bell sa YouTube. My channel is Angel Lozari channel. You might want to take a look at it. Subscribe mo or mag-subscribe ka na lang, because later on I will be sharing with you the preparation for our scheduled training programs for February and March. So whenever we go live, you might want to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So even if you forget the schedule, it will pop up on your screen, on your cell phone or on your laptop or iPad or tablet. It will pop up and you'll be able to watch anytime. Uh, Also, on our Facebook account, you might want to follow the Angel Luzari page, and send a friend request for on the Angel Luzari profile, so that also, because all the videos that I am presenting is streamed through Facebook and YouTube. So if you cannot catch it on YouTube, probably on Facebook. If you spend more time on Facebook than on YouTube, probably you can catch it on YouTube. So you might want to follow and friend two accounts, the Angel Lozari page and the Angel Lozari profile. So, and you might also want to share this on your wall, so that some of your friends who might want to know this but they don't have an access now, they will have an access and learn also the things that we are learning. Okay, so simulan natin yung discussion natin. First things first, you need to know what your animal sign is. And for you to know your animal sign, you need to click on this. You use the QR code, or you type in the link below. And once you do that, lilitaw sa'yo, Decode Your Destiny, lilitaw yung page na ito. Wherein, makikita mo dyan, you will see your the name, gender, date of birth, and time of birth. So, All you need to do is to type in your name, click on your gender, male, female. Remember, this is your birth gender. Okay, some of you may have changed your gender already, or done something else, but this is your natal birth, your natal gender. So what was ascribed to you? Okay, and date of birth. Below the date of birth, you will see the time of birth. Now, it is important. It would be very helpful if you can input also your time of birth, because it will make your chart more accurate. Okay, but don't worry. The things that we will be discussing today does not need yet that level of accuracy wherein you will need your time of birth. Later on, in some of our other seminars, that will be important. The time of birth need to be there. So you might want to check your birth certificate. Tingnan mo na when what time you were born, so that you can plot it in also. So once you do that, once you plot in your data, you will see this. This is on the upper half of page 1. You will see here natal chart. At dun sa natal chart, you will have several pillars. We call it pillars, but they are columns. You will see from the left the hour pillar, or the hour column, then the day column, or the day pillar. That's the shaded one. Then you have the month pillar and the year pillar. If you check on these four pillars, what is your animal sign? You will find it on the year pillar on the right. And here on the chart that we have on the screen, you will see that the animal sign of the owner of this chart is rooster. Where do you find that? On the year pillar, on the second row, you will see you, rooster, yin. Now, no, you here does not mean you, or the you. It is uh, another sign. Okay, so you just need to focus on rooster. Okay, focus on the rooster. So whatever animal sign you have, you will see there the rooster. Okay, so you is your rooster. You is rooster. No, that's what it means. So you will notice that you have four animal signs here. You have an animal sign on the year pillar. You have an animal sign on the month pillar. You also have an animal sign on the day pillar, and another one on the hour pillar. It just so happened that on this chart that I have, the owner only has two animal signs. The owner has a rooster on the year, another rooster on the day, a dragon on the month, and another dragon on the hour. So practically, the owner of this chart only has two animal signs. But for your chart, you may have four animal signs. You can even have just one animal sign, depending on the chart that comes up. This shows that we all have not just one animal sign. We are used to have thinking only that we have one animal sign, and that is what you see on your year pillar, or your annual pillar, on your year pillar. But you actually can have as much as well. If you attend the next seminars that I'll be conducting, you can even have as much as six animal signs, or maybe even seven, or six animal signs. And but we will be discussing that in the next seminars that we'll be conducting. But for today, all you need to do is to focus on the four animal signs that you have. Now, if you did not put in your hour of your time of birth, you will notice that your hour pillar is blank. Why? Because that portion needs is based on your day, on your time of birth. So if you don't have your time of birth, then that pillar will be blank. Now, it is okay for our discussion today. Even if you don't have your hour pillar there, and you have a blank on your animal sign for the hour, doesn't matter. We but later on, as I discussed, you might want later on to check your birth certificate and look at your uh, time of birth. And you can input everything again. So if you're watching on your laptop, or your Facebook, your cell phone, you might want to take a screenshot of this. Okay, take a screenshot, so that later on, after the seminar is done and you want to check, oh, I already know I already have my birth certificate and I know now my time of birth. Can I input again? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So you can complete your data, put in your time of birth, so that you will also your hour pillar will be populated. You will know also your animal sign for your hour pillar. Okay. So having said that, having done that, okay, ang titingnan na natin. Okay, ano ba yung apat na pillars? The year, month, day, and hour pillar. If you attended this program before, or you've seen the other videos, you will notice that I always begin with this because you might be looking at this for the first time. So you need to know what the four pillars stand for, or what the four pillars mean, and this is it. The year pillar represents your friend, social circle, outlook, and appearance. So this is who you are as you present yourself to the world. Okay, so that is why whenever we look at your animal sign, it is your animal sign from the perspective of everyone else. That's why we look at your animal sign for the using your year pillar, because it is how you present yourself to your friends, to your network, to everyone else in the world. Now, this also represents your relationship with your grandparents. Okay, so this is your grandparent pillar. On the month pillar, however, it represents your work, your performance, your career, business, outlook, and of course your parents. So if you are working, for example, if you are fully employed like right now, the animal sign on your month pillar describes who you are at work, or what your opportunities are at work in your career. And if you have a business, it also represents what you have for your business. Okay, so the month pillar talks about your business and your work. The date pillar, however, represents personal relationships and your views, your thoughts, and your feelings. Also, this is about your spouse. So the animal sign on your date pillar looks at that, how you are in terms of your personal, because the date pillar is you. Okay, that's your personal. That's why when we talk about your personality type, we look at your date pillar. So that is you, and that is how you look at yourself and your spouse. The hour pillar represents your health, ideas, dreams, hopes, inspiration, assets, contributions, and your children. If you will look at it at this, the year is grandparents, month I parents, day is you and your spouse, and the hour is your children. You will see here the importance in the Chinese culture, the importance of family. So they really take a look at their relationship with everyone else in their family. So the our pillar are your creations, are the things that you want to live the world with. So that's why the assets are there, the investments that you have are there, and the contributions that you've given to the society are there, or the contributions you will give to the society are there. So these are the four pillars. Now, how do we use these now when we talk about your animal sign? Okay, tingnan na natin. Rooster. Okay, if you have a rooster in your chart, may it be in the year pillar, the month, the day, or the hour pillar. But we're just focusing on a rooster on the year pillar. Okay, the rooster clashes with rabbit. Now, this is a bit of a challenge because every year, every year, there is a specific animal sign. Okay, and there are 12 animal signs. Now, for every animal sign, there is a clashing animal sign. And it just so happened that this year is the year of a water rabbit, and the animal sign that clashes with the water rabbit or the rabbit is a rooster. Okay, now let's take a look now at what it means to be a rooster on a rabbit year. So if your animal sign is clashing with the Grand Duke, which is the rabbit, what does this mean for you? Okay, wag kang matakot. Okay, wag kang matakot. Nag-clash na! Hala! Okay, let's take a look at it. Rooster clashes with rabbit. Okay, that's given. So in the traditional belief in Chinese metaphysics, it will be a challenging year for the roosters. Okay, if you study the Chinese metaphysics, the traditional Chinese metaphysics, they're always afraid of clash. Okay, palaging, hala, there's a clash. There will be so many problems that are cropping up, and I will never earn anything from for this year. My wealth will go down, relationships go down. All of these bad things will happen to me because I'm clashing with the animal sign of the year. That's the traditional way of looking at it. But in the way we look at it, this is how we see it. Yes, it will be a challenging year. However, a clash doesn't mean that wealth will elude you. It merely means that many changes are happening to you this year because you're clashing. So if the rabbit is there and it's clashing with the rooster, you do not hit the rabbit head on. You need to change so that you can adjust and at the year of the rabbit. So if you are a rooster, there will be so many changes because you're clashing with the rabbit. There will be so many changes that will happen to you. Now, there might be a change in career, a change in direction, or a change in relationships. If you are in business, maybe a change in the way you market your product or a difference in the product line altogether. Whatever it is, you are conscious that there will be changes and you keep ahead of them. You will reap the rewards of 2023. Okay. So this is what a lot of people fear. When there is a clash between your animal sign and the animal sign of the year, the Gandu, they feel that, oh, there will be so many problems that will happen to me this year. But the problem simply means that there will be changes. Now, a lot of people kasi fear change. Okay, natatakot sila if because it brings them to an uncomfortable level. You are not in your comfort zone anymore. And since you are not in your comfort zone, you become challenged in how you can adapt. Ito yung ganda of knowing your animal sign for the year ahead of time. Bakit? Because now you know, if you are a rooster, now you know that there will be a lot of changes. Ikaw na ngayon ang magdadrive ng changes mo. Now, if you will hang on to what you've had in the past. For example, you are in business. You have a successful product and you've been selling that product for the longest time. This year, you might want to take a look at other products that you can sell. Why? Because your current product might encounter some challenges and you need to change. So it might not be a change in the product itself, probably a change in the way you are marketing, you are selling, or you are branding or packaging the product that you have. It may still be the same product, but presented in a different way. What is critical is that there has to be a change. You need to change the way you are selling. Now, if you are fully employed, there has to be a change also in the way you are working. Probably you need to look for another job. When I say another job, it doesn't automatically mean that you're going out of the company. It may be internal. You might want to ask for a different assignment, a job rotation perhaps, so that there will be a change in you. Do not let the change come after you. And if that happens, if the change comes ahead of you, you will simply be catching that change. Nahuhuli ka na sa pagbabago. So if you are a rooster, since you know that change will happen, ikaw mauna so you can drive the change towards the direction that you want. Sinasabi, ay, kailangan may pagbabago, may magbabago, edi ikaw na mag-initiate ng pagbabago. Ask your boss, for example, I want another assignment. Pwede namang nandun ka pa rin sa the same department. For example, ikaw ay nasa accounting. From accounts receivables, palipat ka dun sa accounts payables. Tipong ganun lamang. Or if you are in marketing, sales and marketing of a company, for example, if the way you are selling is territorial, you might want simply to ask for another territory, a change in territory in your job. If you are a business person, as I've said kanina, maybe you just need to change a product, or you might change a marketing plan, or you might change the way you are presenting the product. Basta ang importante, you drive the change. Kasi may changes talaga na mangyayari. Either yung change will bite you in the ass at biglang magugulat ka na lang, doon na-stress ang maraming tao. Yung clash, sabihin na lang na, ay kasi clash talaga ako sa rabbit. Oo, clash ka nga sa rabbit. That's why there will be changes. Ngayon, if you will not be ahead of the change, dun ka mamomroblema ngayon at sasabihin mo na, ang hirap ng 2023 sa akin because clash kasi ako. That is not the reason. The clash is not the reason. The clash simply tells you you need to make changes. And if you do make those changes, you can still stay ahead of the game at makakayanan mo pa rin to thrive in this 2023. Ikaw ang nagko-control ng change mo. Ikaw nagko-control ng pagbabago mo. So, kung rooster ka at yung animal sign ng rooster ay nasa year pillar mo, ibang ang pagbabago the thing that you need to change is the way you network with people. Maybe before, if you're so used to face-to-face presentations, if you're used to meeting people in person, maybe you need to try the SOCMED this year. There has to be a change. If the rooster is on your month pillar, that's your business and your career. The change will need to take place there. Now, if your rooster is in your day pillar, there might be you might need to have changes in yourself. Probably you need to learn new things. You need to learn new techniques, new skills. Kailangan mo siguro mag-upskill para maging ahead ka. Now, if you are married, wag mo namang isipin, I need a change in spouse. Hindi, paluin kita. Hindi. Pero probably a change in the way you are doing things. Halimbawa, kung kayo ay mahilig, ang pinaka-gimmick nyo ay nanonood ng sine, o baka ngayon biglang mag-outing naman kayo. But there has to be change there para ikaw pa rin yung ahead. Now, kung iyan ngayon ay nasa investment mo, nasa our pillar, tingnan mo, anong mga pwedeng changes mo? What changes can you do on your business level, on your investments? You might want to get your money from one investment and transfer it to another. Baka ganun ang tinitingnan dito. Basta importante, there has to be a change. Okay. Now, if those are the changes that you need, ano bang ibig sabihin nito sa apat na aspects ng life mo? The 4 aspects are wealth, yung career mo, yung relationships mo, at saka yung health mo, yung lakas ng katawan mo. Tingnan natin ang epekto ng pagiging rooster mo on those 4 aspects. Simulan muna natin sa wealth. Anong sinasabi sa rooster? Simply using your natural talents may not be as effective as it has been. Remember, may natural talent ka. Ginagamit mo na ito for the longest time. Okay naman. So, nagiging successful ka naman. Pero baka this year, you might not just rely on your natural talent. Ano ibig sabihin nun? You might need to combine it with honest, hard work, a new strategy, and push yourself forward. Kailangan talagang kasi nga, nandyan pa rin naman kasi yung clash eh. Hindi naman natin sasabihin, kailangan, may change lang naman, so the clash is not there, there will not be any challenges. Kaya ka nga kailangan mag-change because challenges will happen. Some critical tasks may need to some concerns might come up. Kaya nga kailangan mo mag-change. Kaya nga mauuna ka na bago dumating yung challenge na yon, nakapag-change ka na kaagad. So, kaya nga kailangan mo honest hard work ang ihataw mo kasi ang rooster sa taong ito, ang stars na sa'yo are not opportunity stars. They are hard work stars. Kailangan mo talagang kumahig, parang rooster. Pero hindi ka naman isang kahig, isang tuka. Kailangan mo lang talagang kumahig. Kailangan mo lang talagang magtrabaho. Now, always be on the lookout for opportunities that might come up. If you persevere enough, you will still get the desired results. Okay, tingin-tingin ka pa rin sa mga opportunities. Parang ang rooster. Ang rooster, kung papansinin mo, makikita mo ito mamaya sa karir. Ang rooster, hindi naman, ang manok, hindi yan nakastay sa isang lugar lang. Lakad ng lakad yan, lakad ng lakad. Naghahanap ng matutuka. Lakad-lakad, kakahig, tuka. Lakad na naman, kakahig na naman, tutuka. Kilos ng kilos ng kilos ang manok. Ganun ka rin for this year. You need to make all of those actions. Now, pagdating sa karir mo, Rooster need to go to different locations to get food, 'di ba? Ayun ang kasasabi natin, lakad ang mga rooster. Now, so you will so will you. Ikaw ganun din if you are a rooster. Your career might push you to travel constantly. So get your bags ready. Kasi nga ang opportunities will not come will not fall on your lap. Hindi yan darating sa iyo on a silver platter. You need to find it. You need to work for it. You need to search for it. And in that process of searching for your opportunities, you might need to travel. So be ready to travel. If you feel you have reached a dead end in your current work, a move to the greener pasture is a good decision this year. Kung sa tingin mo, if you are working, if you are fully employed, nakita mo, uy, naka-dead end na ako dito. Hindi na ako maka-move forward. Hindi na ako maka-abante. You might even need to look for a career elsewhere. Or sabi ko nga, pwede ka naman magpa-job rotate. Lipat ka lamang sa ibang department, lipat ka sa ibang task or position titles. Okay pa rin naman yan. Pero ang importante, since alam mo na may pagka-brick wall ang nasa harap mo, you need to take charge of the change. Okay. Now, if you are in sales and marketing, conditions might be suitable for someone always ready for change. Kung nasa sales and marketing ka, karamihan naman ng mga nasa sales and marketing ready for change eh. Kasi ang mga nasa sales and marketing na tao, ito yung hindi masyadong masaya ng stagnant, yung walang ginagawa na kung ano yung trabaho kahapon, yun din gagawin ngayon, tapos yun din ang gagawin bukas. For a lot of sales and marketing people, we want to always be on the move. We want new things. We want changes. Kaya this is easy for you. So kaya conditions might be suitable for someone always ready for change. But think deeper. Work might have you traveling constantly. So get ready to get moving. If you're looking for doble pala dito. Sorry. Okay. So ayun lang sinasabi natin para sa career ng nasa sales and marketing at career mo. Since my movement, be ready for the movements. Okay. Relationship mo. Simply using your natural nako, na double ko yata ito. Okay. Ano ang relationship para sa rooster? Tingnan nga natin. Ay, hindi siya nag-save. Okay. Hindi siya nag-save. Okay. So, anong ibig sabihin? Tanggalin ko na lamang ito dahil hindi nag-save yung lumitaw kanina yan na may challenges nun sa pagse-save ko ng file. Mukhang hindi nga talaga siya nag-save. Teka, i-take each na rin. Okay. Since ang okay. Now I know. Okay. Seems like nagkaroon ako ng challenge dito sa aking PowerPoint. Dahil I did this dun sa aking app na Canva. Pero I cannot use the app Canva whenever I'm making a presentation. So kailangan ko siyang i-open sa online. Okay? And ang nangyari lang, parang hindi nag-save yung sa Canva ko. Kaya ang umakyat doon sa online ay hindi yung na-edit ko na file. Pero I'm looking at my Canva app right now. Yung mga naikwento ko na kanina, kaya ko nalaman na parang hindi nag-load is because iba yung sinulat ko doon sa 12 animal signs. Okay, sandali lang. Titingnan ko lang ha. Sandali lang. Sandali lang. Okay. Sandali lang man at medyo nagkaroon ng challenge yung aking Canva. Because when I saved the Canva file, okay pa eh. Ang lumitaw nga, we cannot save yung yung inedit o yung mga ginawa. Okay? Dali lang ha. Kaya nag-double yung kanina na sinuot ko. Okay. So, don't worry. Hindi ko lang maifa-flash sa screen, but I I know what your charts are. Titingnan ko na lang based on the chart itself. Hindi ko lang maifa-flash. Ang meaning, so pakinggan mo na lamang ng gusto kasi ang gago is I will just read directly from the chart and explain to you what the chart is for you. Hindi lamang maifa-flash, pero ikukwento ko sa'yo kung anong ibig sabihin ng chart para sa'yo. Okay? So, pareho pa rin naman. Kaya iko-close mo na lamang itong screen. Pakinggan mo na lamang kung ano yung sabi ko patungkol dun sa ano in store for you for this. In terms of relationships, okay. Ito maganda para sa mga rooster for the year of 2023. Pagdating sa romance, okay, sa relationship, rooster ka, 'pag ikaw ay rooster, pagdating sa relationship, medyo hindi tayo suswertehin. Wag lang natin gamitin yung term na swerte, pero parang this is not the year for you if you're looking for a great relationship. Medyo ano tayo ngayon, kumbaga when we try to meet people for the year, kasi nga, di ba, kailangan mong mag-work ng gusto. There so many changes are happening sa'yo. So pagdating sa relationship, you will have less time to look for relationships because you're pushing yourself towards your wealth, towards your career. Kaya nga, for this year, medyo relax lang tayo. Kung may mga ma-meet man tayo na relationships for this year, they will not stick. Kumbaga pa nga masama man pakinggan pero panandali ang aliw. Ganun lang ang kalalabasan. It will not be a very long-term relationship. But you might find someone na pwede nga na maka-catch ng iyong fancy. Pero it is not for this year that you will find a long-term relationship. So just wait. Hintay-hintay lang tayo. And still go out. Still meet people. Still network with people. Pero wag ka na lang mag-focus ngayon when you network with people. Don't look at the end result as having a relationship with them. Make them business partners naman. Hindi sweetheart relationship ang kalalabasan. Pero in terms dun sa relationship na talagang relasyong pang sweetheart boyfriend girlfriend, it is not this year na naka-line up sa iyo yan. Kaya nga kung meron man hindi yan pangmatagalan. Pero tingnan natin, you might start it this year, next year pangmatagalan na, yan na yung tao sa iyo. Okay, pero sa ngayon, hindi ka muna you don't need to focus first on relationships. Just build networks for your business endeavors, for your career, mag-create ka pa rin ng opportunities to meet people sa diyan. Ngayon, kung we don't know kapag biglang may panahon na rin pala para sa iyo, tingnan mo na lang, checkin mo na lang. Basta wag mo lang isasara ang sarili mo na sasabihin mo ng, I will not have a relationship this year. I will never go out. Hindi gano'n. Just go out. Malay natin. Baka ngayon mo pa lang siya na ma-meet, tapos next year pala magbo-blossom ang relationship nyo. We don't know. So, just get yourself out and meet people pa rin. That is Rooster for relationship. Pagdating sa health, okay. Pagdating sa health, Roosters of 2023, you might be a little mukhang ma-challenge tayo ng konti pagdating sa health level natin. Okay. Ano sa health natin ang magiging challenge natin? Ito ay tungkol sa ating upper respiratory. So, ano dun sa upper respiratory natin? Yan ay dun sa ating probably ubo-ubuhin tayo or sisipunin tayo. Maybe yun yung pinakamalaking challenge na ma-experience natin pagdating sa health natin. Kaya nga, what you need to do is to make sure na, remember, magta-travel ka na magta-travel this year. So, make sure that whenever you travel, nandyan palagi mga vitamins mo. Kakailanganin mo ng dagdag na vitamins for this year, dagdag na pampalakas ng katawan this year, kasi nga, pagdating sa health level, medyo nandun sa upper respiratory ang mga challenges na mararamdaman mo sa taong ito. The immune system might need a little help this year, as you will be more susceptible to respiratory conditions. Too much traveling will not help your case either. So be sure to take the supplements and more. And double check that they are always in your travel bags. You don't have the luxury of downtime this year to strengthen your immune system. Okay. So, ayan yung para sa rooster natin. Don't worry, ifa-flash ko pa rin kung ano yung mga nakasulat dito. Anyway, sinave ko naman yung mga sinulat ko. Hindi ko lang mailagay ngayon sa kaba natin. Pero dapat rin yung mga slides na ito, tingnan mo na lang sa Facebook ko. Okay? So, yun yung sa rooster natin for the year. Rooster ha, kakahig tayo. Kung rooster ka, kailangan nating trumabaho ni this year at kailangan don't stay wherever you are, rooster. Kailangan mong umikot, kailangan gumalaw kung ikaw ay rooster para mahanap mo yung opportunities. Opportunities will not simply fall on your lap this year. Kinakailangan hanapin mo yung opportunities, kinakailangan pagtrabahuan mo yung opportunities na yon. Okay, so kung ikaw ay rooster, yan ang mga para sa iyo. Okay, now, ano naman ang susunod na sign titingnan natin? Atin pag-usapan yung animal rooster, pag-usapan natin na dog. Okay. Dog. Hindi lang mapakita yung hindi ko lang mapakita yung Canva. Ipopost ko na lang yung slides nito kasi nagkaroon ako ng problema sa Canva. Okay. Pero hindi ko lang ma-flash kung ikaw ay dog. Dog sa mga dog na nandito ngayon. Kung ang dog mo man ay nasa year, nasa month, nasa day, or nasa hour, ang dog ngayon. Ang itong kaganahan niyan. Ang dog at ang rabbit ay magkaibigan. Okay. So, ang dog at rabbit, since magkaibigan kayo, you will be able to reap yung mga benefits. Now, anong ibig sabihin niyan? Kung ikaw ay dog, this is an excellent year for thinkers, academicians, and scholars. This year is a great year for discoveries and new ideas. If you are a thinker, if you are a scholar, if you create things, kung ikaw ay nasa marketing, for example, ikaw ay nasa advertising, for example, may mga bagong ideas and discoveries na malalaman ka for this year. Now, some problems may arise, but the powerful, helpful, and loving relationships you have forged through the years with you. So, even if you are a dog, at kaibigan mo ang rabbit, may mga challenges pa rin na lilitaw. Kaya lang, in the past years, marami ka na na-forge na mga kaibigan, ng mga relationships, na mga tao na pwedeng makatulong sa'yo. Ngayon, sila ay nandyan para tumulong sa'yo. Now, ito ang importante sa'yo. Kung ikaw ay dog, sa mga dog, focus on your goals. Other people might come into your life to mess up your plans, but don't give them space. So, kung dog ka, mag-focus ka lamang sa goals mo. May mga manggugulo, may mga magsasabing, di mo kaya yan. May mga mangungulit ng gano'n. Don't mind them kung ikaw ay dog. Basta mag-focus ka lamang dun sa goals mo. Just push through with your actions and let your results speak for you. Yung resulta na magsasalita para sa'yo. Kung ikaw ay dog, push mo lang yan. Now, ano mangyayari sa wealth level ng mga dogs for this year? Okay, dog to. Ano ang wealth ng dog? Ito ang kalalabasan ng dog. You will have steady finances for 2023 with no sudden upswings or downswings. Kumbaga, halos naka-plateau yung income level mo. Walang masyado mabilisan na malaking earning na papasok, pero hindi rin bababa yung sa earning mo. Nandyan lang. Pero ito nga lang. It would be best if you planned on your minor or significant expenses. Siguraduhin mo rin yung budget mo. Remember, kung naka-relax lamang yung income level mo, kapag may bigla aking expenses, nandyan pa rin yung iyong income level, medyo matatagilid ng konti ang budget mo. Kaya nga, anong gagawin mo? Make sure they coincide with your receivables. Kung halimbawa, alam mo naman na may matatanggap ka on this week or on this month, doon mo i-schedule yung purchase mo. At least alam mo may pera. Hindi yung alam mo may darating next year or next week or next month, gagastusin mo na kaagad ngayon. Hindi. I-schedule mo sa eksaktong pagdating para hindi ka madedelikado. Don't spend more than you expected as you might face unpaid bills. Kapag mas malakas ang gastos mo, baka may mga unpaid bills ka. Now, anong gagawin mo? Kung nakaplato lamang ang sa wealth mo, what can you do? Okay, remember, dog ang animal mo sa taon. So, ang dog ay friendly. Ang dog ay kumikilos. Ang dog ay may specific function. May dog na para sa pang guard dog, may dog na para panlaro, may dog na para panghabol ng daga. Alam niyo ba, may mga specific breed ng dog na yan. So what you might want to do is to focus on your specific skill. So para kung magpaplato man ang income mo, if you push on the specific skill that you have, yun ang pwedeng magpa-upswing ng magiging income mo. Huwag mo naman sasabihin na, kasi hindi daw ako kikita na malaki. Hindi rin naman ako kikita na maliit. Okay lang naman din. So, mag-stay na lamang ako. Kapag mag-stay ka, lalong na-strengthen yung pagplato ng income mo. Kaya nga kung gusto mong umakyat ang income mo, i-push mo ng todo. Kailangan mo talagang kumilos, and yung kilos mo must be aligned with whatever strength that you have. Okay, so yan ang wealth level mo. Kamusta ka naman sa career? 2023 para sa iyo is a working year for you. Trabaho rin ang taon mo ng 2023. You will be a bit stressed at your work, but if you harness the pressure, you might even be able to use this pressure to forward your career. May pressure ng konti kasi nga working year ito para sa iyo. And kung working year to para sa iyo, may konting stress levels. Lalo na kapag may assignment ka na hindi ka pa komportable, na hindi ka pa sanay. Siyempre, nape-pressure ka ng konti. Pero ito nga if you harness the pressure, you might even be able to use this pressure to forward your career. Mahirap yung assignment na binigay, nape-pressure ka. Labanan mo yung pressure na yan, i-push mo pa rin yan. Bakit? Kasi kapag magawa mo yung work na yan, magawa mo yung assignment na yan, mapas mo yan in flying colors, it will even push your career. So whenever pressure comes sa iyo, wag mo sasabihin sa ngayon, lalo na ngayong 2023. Wag mo sasabihin na, teka, ang pressure naman, ayoko na. Hindi. Once you go past this pressure, gamitin mo yung pressure na yan para mas mapaigi yung pagtatrabaho mo. And you will reap those rewards para ma-forward yung career mo. Pero, how do you do that? Paano mo masisigurado yan? Ito ang critical. Be more open to collaborating with your colleagues. Have meaningful conversations with them. Interact. Spend time with them. Doing so will allow you to learn something new, a new skill perhaps, or a new perspective. So don't keep yourself siloed on network. So kapag ikaw ay nagtatrabaho, sabi nga, hala, may stress tayo na nararamdaman, may pressure tayo na nararamdaman. Mag-collaborate ka sa mga kaibigan mo, mga colleagues mo. Sabihin mo sa kanila, help me out in this on this project. Tingnan naman natin. Baka pwede magtulungan tayo dito. Bakit? Yung tulong nila will give you a different perspective. May pwede makapagbigay pa ng bagong skills. Kaya nga, since na-pressure ka, mag-collaborate ka, may bago kang mayong matututo, gagaling ka, mas magagawa mo yung output, mas ma-forward yung career mo. So, kung makikita mo, do not see the pressure that you're experiencing as your downfall, as a stumbling block. Use them as a stepping stone. Kaya nga, since nandiyan ang pressure, it will give you more reason to ask for help from the people around you. Sabi mo, medyo nahihirapan kasi ako dito sa bagong project, dito sa bagong assignment. Tulungan nyo naman ako. Pwede bang pag-usapan natin to? Yan. At kapag nangyari yan, may bago ka matututunan, may bago ka ng skill, aaba. Now, kamusta naman yung romance para sa'yo this 2023? Ano kaya mangyayari sa relationship? Maganda. Kung yung rooster kanina, medyo alats pagdating sa relationship. Andong, this will be a romantic year for you. 2023 is a year to build long-term relationships. At ito maganda yan. Kung ikaw ay ready for long-term relationships, you'll also be ready for long-term relationships. Teka. May ibang animal sign yung kapartner ko. Does that mean pareho yung animal sign namin dapat? Hindi. Makikita lang kasi ng partner mo that you are ready for your long-term relationship, and that will open their eyes, open their mind into having long-term relationships with you. Kaya nga, itong 2023, this is your year for that. So if you feel you are in the zone for a more serious commitment, then do so. And if you think it is the time, then by all means, put a ring on it. Pwedeng mag-wedding bells or i-formalize your relationships. Kaya nga, itong 2023, pwede kang mag-set ng long-term relationships mo. Yan ang sa relasyon mo. Kamusta ka naman pagdating sa health mo? 2023 will present challenges of developing concerns in your health area. Yun nga lang. Kasi nga, sabi natin kanina, working mode tayo for this year. So, alam mo naman, sinasabi natin palagi, kapag working mode tayo, tataas ang health natin, tataas yung career natin, ang madalas na nagsasuffer yung health natin. So, 2023 will present challenges of developing concerns in your health area. Too much exhaustion from work will challenge the quality of your health. Ngayon, alam mo na yan. Ano nang gagawin mo? So, be conscious that you need to have a balanced life. Eat a balanced meal, push yourself to exercise and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Alam mo na, alam na this. Kaya, since alam this, gawin na this, you really need to work for it. Okay. Kaya nga, anong importante sa atin? Kung ikaw ay year of the dog, okay ang relationship mo with the rabbit, but it is not throwing opportunities on your feet. Hindi. You need to work for it. Kailangan mong magtrabaho. Kasi hindi opportunity star ang nasa iyo ngayon. Hardworking star ang nasa iyo ngayon. Although nandyan yung help ng rabbit sa iyo, kailangan mo pa rin mag-work ng husto. Okay. So, yung pinaka-slides, ihahabol ko na lamang ha. Again, nagka-challenge yung slides ko. Pero, yun nga, kaya na alam ko kanina na mali dahil alam ko yung mga sinulat ko. So, next week, ganito ang gagawin natin. Sa Wednesday pala, may 4 pa tayo na animal signs na kulang. Yung 4 na animal signs na yun, i-discuss nyo next week. This Wednesday. So, mag-4 na animal signs tayo this Wednesday. Okay. So, maraming salamat for joining us today. By the way, abangan nyo dun sa Facebook page and dun sa Facebook profile ko. Ipopost ko na kasi kung ano yung training schedules natin for February and March. Tingnan mo na yung mga training schedule so that if you want to attend those training programs, hindi lahat ng training na yon ay makikita mo sa Facebook. May mga trainings na nasa Zoom, kaya kailangan mong mag-register dun sa Zoom. Hindi naman lahat ang nasa Zoom natin may bayad. Meron pa rin mga libre. Kaya lang, may ibang mga training programs kasi na sa Zoom lamang, sa Zoom ko lamang ipopost. Kaya if you want to attend those training programs, mauna ka na. May bayad man o wala, mauna ka na para maka-attend ka. And by the way, maraming salamat. 96 people nag-graduate dito sa session ko nung Saturday and Sunday. Congratulations sa inyo! And ready na itong 96 katao nito. Sayang actually nung day 1, 98 eh. May 2 sumablay dahil dun sa internet connection. Nung day 2, 96 basically ang nakagraduate lang. Yung 2 may 2 na dagdag dun sa nawala dahil dun sa internet connections nila. Pero at least may 96 na nakagraduate, 96 na katao, alam na nila kung anong gagawin nila for 2000. And ready rin sila kasi may mga freebies ang binigay sa kanila. Dun sa 96 na yon, lamang dun sa group chat na create natin, dun ko ilalagay kung kailan nyo makukuha yung mga freebies nyo at kung kailan ko ipopost yung mga training programs na para sa inyo. Okay, so maraming salamat April, maraming salamat Ronelyn na watching from si April na shinare yung ating ang ating presentation today. Tapos si Ronelyn watching from Malabon, look for business partners. Tama, Ronelyn. And Arturo, good morning Sir Angel Lozari. Good morning din. And syempre si April, pakita natin yung isa sa mga pinost ni April. Okay. So thank you very much for joining us today. Remember, this coming Wednesday, 4 ang animal signs na tagaan at na anim ito. Malamang-lamang isa dito sa 4 na animal signs ay animal sign mo din. Kasi remember, you have as many as 4 animal signs. Tingnan mo na rin. Kasi kapag umattend ka ng susunod na seminar ko at makita mo na meron ka palang pang-5 animal sign at pang-6 na animal sign, mas maganda alam mo na ngayon. So this coming Wednesday, ano yung 4 na animal signs? We will talk about the pig. Tingnan mo ikaw ba ay may pig? Ikaw ba ay may rat? Ikaw ba ay may ox? At ikaw ba ay may tiger? Yan yung 4 na pag-uusapan natin sa Wednesday. Pig, rat, ox, and tiger. Okay, so maraming salamat ulit. Thank you for being here with us and I will see you again on Wednesday. Ako muli si Angel Lozari ng Lozari Consulting. Paumanhin, ihahabol ko yung slides nito. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.